Don and I have no fucking clue.
The Phantom was announced and it was shown in an E3 as well, so there was at least some prototypes. It's just a box. It's basically like a PC in a box, and it has a broadband connection, and it's an all-you-can-eat gaming
PC
service.
In the box.
So you pay like $10 a month, and you can play it. I don't know, any amount of games on the service. The problem is that supposedly the management has driven the company into bankruptcy by getting like $1 million paychecks. So they don't have any money. So there's basically no console. I mean, there's no company. What's left now, I think, is just like a few people in charge looking for investors to pay their salaries. Can't say for sure, though. Don't want to incriminate myself, but that's what I've read. Yeah.
Don't want to do that.
Basically, Phantom's never coming out. This is Matt from Maumee, Ohio, and he says, what is a game you have played that you don't want to tell people that you have played and enjoyed? You know, the games like Baby Genius is the game. Not real, I know, but something along those lines.
Breeders' Cup.
I played this. Yeah, we know about that. we listened to you turn to a woman in like 5 seconds. That was funny. I played that Scooby-Doo game when my kids got it, and I was actually into it. I suddenly woke up and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? That's it, man. That's the story. What the fuck do you expect? Fireworks?
I'm sitting here trying to think, man, but I don't know. I don't really.
Taking a shit. Don't lie.
Maybe it's because I'm so bitter I don't play any games I enjoy.
You don't enjoy nothing.
Yeah, pretty.
I love everything I play.
I want to know what love is.
I'll have to come back to that one. I honestly don't have an answer for
I
it.
want you to show me.
This is from Jesus from Chicago, Illinois, and he says, Undead from Cleveland doesn't suck, it rocks. I believe the question was to ask you, well, if it is, I want to know your opinion on the White Sox, if you watch sports. Go Chicago and keep up the good work, Don and crew. Go ahead, Don, tell us about the White Sox.
Yeah, they won, right?
Yeah, they won.
Good for them.
I'm a Cleveland fan, so...
Who?
Fuck them. Indians.
That's right, I forgot about it.
I mean, they didn't play the Indians in the World Series, obviously, but being a Cleveland fan,
Dude, I wouldn't play a Cleveland team in a video game, man. Not even as a joke.
You know, I don't really watch.
You know you're gonna lose.
I don't watch football, but I watch Inside the NFL because I think it's funny. And each week I watch Inside the NFL, and each week the Browns aren't on it. I don't know if our games are just not that interesting or what the deal is, but they're just not. Are we having bye weeks every week? I don't know what it is, but they're never on that show.
It's because they're depressing, dude.
they're never really that good.
I get the Bengals on every week. I don't know.
That's the Bengals.
Bengals are rocking this year.
Yeah, I know. That's probably why they're on every week.
Yeah, I watched my first Red Wings game.
This is from Steve from Tucson, Arizona. And he says, what do you guys think is the best MMORPG? What is the worst? Well, Ash Ron's Call 2 is basically gone, so...
Yeah, something else.
My new worst will be EverQuest 2. And obviously the best has got to be World of Warcraft, at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, Don doesn't play him, and I don't really play him either.
Kevin plays until he hates him, which takes a couple of weeks.
It doesn't take very long. Kevin
plays everything till he hates it.
I just think that the science behind these games is weak. Hopefully they'll make them more entertaining and fun, because it's like these battles are the same thing over and over again. They just don't mix it up. Like, wouldn't it be cool if you were fighting some guy, like you were fighting some skeletons, and then like all of a sudden over the hills, like a bunch of cavalry rushed in, and you were fighting them, and then like it's just like you're always fighting like the same group of monsters. It just gets annoying to me. It's like, oh, kill 50 squirrels, I can't handle it.
Kevin likes squirrels.
Totally flips me out.
He does. He has a soft spot for the squirrels.
Go gather grapes from a tree. Bring it back. I'll give you a piece of leather armor.
He likes their nuts.
Fuck you.
Kevin's still mad because you should hear his reasoning behind why he's not playing EverQuest 2 anymore. I don't blame him. All right, I'll tell you why.
Oh,
God, here we go.
All right.
Do it.
All right,
big mouth.
I'm like level 25 or something. I'm like a level 15 crafter, okay? That's not that high, but it's not that bad. All right. So, my level 1 quest is to make 10 of these Electrum bracelets. They're called bangles or something, but they're Electrum bracelets. They don't do jack shit. You just got to make them. I don't know. So this guy can give you something, but I don't know what he gave me because Now, in order to make the bangle, the first thing I had to do was make 10 electrum bars, but then I needed to make actually 30 electrum bars because I needed them to make other ingredients. So, in order to make those, I had to have 30 of these solution, and then I had to melt these things down, and this alone took like an hour to do. Then I had to make 10 electrum sheets, and I needed to make this other solution for the sheets. So I had to make 10 sheets,
right now,
10 solutions.
Everybody right now who does not play MMORPGs is like, this is why I don't fucking play MMORPGs.
Right. Well, I don't blame you. Now, hold on. Then I had to make 10 electrum settings. So I had to make 10 settings, 10 more of these solutions. So I had to make 10 settings, 10 solutions, 10 sheets, 10 solutions, and then I had to make 10 of these electrum stars. So I had to make 10 stars, 10 solutions. Okay, so if you've been following, I had to make 30 bars, 10 electrum sheets, 10 electrum things. All in all, it took about 3 hours to do this, to make the ingredients to make the bracelets. Okay? So when I got to the point where I'm making the bracelet, it says it's very easy to do this. So I click on create, and it failed. And all the shit got destroyed the first time. And I went, oh my god. So then I hit it again, and it destroyed all the ingredients again. And then I did it a third time, and it destroyed all the ingredients again. And I said, you know what? I'm done. Just quit immediately out of the game, went onto the website, canceled my subscription, filled out that bullshit questionnaire. They're like, we care about you, and we want you to... No, you don't. No, you do not. It does not need to be that fucking difficult to make some shit in the game. You know, it's stupid. So,
it must have been quite the lively night at your place, man. I can imagine. Can you imagine being around after that shit?
It wouldn't be so bad if it was just a time sink, which it was. I mean, the whole thing's a time sink, which means, it took 3 hours, so it takes a long time. But then they got to make you fail doing it too. Like, what the fuck is that all about? You know? I'm like level 15, and it says very easy, and it fails 3 times in a row. What the fuck is easy about that?
It's easy to fail.
There's fucking idiots, man. And then what? Do they think I'm having fun? Do they think that I'm enjoying myself after that happens? When they're creating that, are they thinking, boy, he's really going to be smiling when he gets that message across the screen? He's going to want to keep playing. Who designs these games? Because that people are just smashing their fists into their keyboard when that happens. It's unbelievable.
You're probably the only person who has that problem.
No, I'm not. See, I'm not.
You know what? That's not the only MMORPG that has crafting that just absolutely sucks. Some of the that was one of the failings of Asheron's Call 2 is they had an old crafting system and then they had a new crafting system. And the new crafting system was based on you going out and finding mines. But in order to find the mines, you had to get a map. And depending on how good your map reading was, would be how closely you were either placed to the mine or how close you were placed to a giant fucking monster that would rip your head off instantly.
Right.
Which is why...
Yeah, or 5 monsters as they just run towards you with huge clubs and just crush you. Just because you want to get some rocks out with a chisel. And, and the other thing about EverQuest 2... let me just bitch one more thing about EverQuest 2. The other thing that's... you know what I hate, and this goes with all MMORPGs, is the fact that, they give you this fucking penalty when you die. You get this stupid, you die and then, your experience goes down or something. Or they give you this penalty, you only get half experience because you died for, a little while. But they also got to, stick you with, your armor, loses 10% of its effectiveness. And you're also, a million miles away from your body that you got to go back and run to that's surrounded by the horde of creatures that just whipped your ass a minute ago when you were stronger. And it's who's thinking that that's fun? Why do they think that is fun?
One of the big problems, and I will say that about World of Warcraft. You die in that game, you feel it. You have a choice. You can run to your body, and thank God there's an arrow that at least points you to where the hell your body is. You spawn on the map. Or you can resurrect with the Angel of Death. And if you're as soon as you get past a certain level, your res sickness lasts 10 minutes, and you do 70% less damage. Your armor's down 70%. Basically, you're 70% down on everything. So the only time you do that is if, hey man, I'm just going to go sit here and make a cup of coffee.
It's just if you're going to penalize me, don't.
Yeah, why's it got to be a beating?
Yeah, why? But why? The game is making, it's supposed to be about a challenge and overcoming the challenge. It shouldn't be about punishment. Life is filled with punishment. I don't need to.
Why am I being punished?
Yeah, I don't need to play a game and then feel lousy after it. Walking away pissed, because that's what it does. And it's like I'm paying money for that. It just blows my mind.
After that, dude, I would have been crazy.
The only person laughing there is the guy collecting the money.
Of course, and so I just canceled out. I mean, that's what happens in all these games. I mean, maybe World of Warcraft is better and everything, but I just...
Oh, hell yeah. They're crafting. It's like every time you craft something, it works, and it's something you can use.
I'm jaded right now. Maybe when the price comes down, I'm not paying $50 for World of Warcraft.
I told you I'm getting you it for Christmas.
Well, all right.